found the house of your dreams and you want to get your offer accepted and you need some advice. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 tips for getting your offer accepted. I'm Maureen, owner broker of Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've been selling real estate since 2015. Helped hundreds of people. I've been through some crazy markets, just like the last market that we had during COVID, and we're not in that market right now, thank God. That's all I have to say. So 3 tips. The number 1 tip I'm going to give you for getting your offer accepted is make a reasonable offer. All offers should be based in logic, okay? You could try, I guess, to lowball if that's what you want to do, but if you really want this house and there are other people interested in the house and you don't want to miss it, so what you need to do is have your agent go through and do a CMA on that house and find out what it's actually worth. And hopefully the seller's agent, priced it right, but don't lowball. That's a good way to make a seller not want to even deal with you. So having your offer, like maybe the seller has priced their house a little too high and you're going to offer a little lower than that, having your agent go through and send the seller's agent comps to say, this is why we did it this way, is a good way to try and start the conversation on getting a lower price. But if it's priced right and there's other people interested and it's been on the market only for a day or 2, then you probably don't want to lowball if you want this house. So that's tip number 1. Don't lowball if you can help it. Now it's a strategy, but you could be out looking for houses forever. We don't have a lot of inventory out there right now. Number 2, so don't lowball your house, don't lowball them, and then also don't lowball your due diligence and your earnest money. So we're a due diligence state, and basically what that means is when you go under contract with a seller, there's an amount of money that you use for risk money that if you close, it goes towards the sale, but if you don't close, the seller keeps it. And typically we used to do about 1% between due diligence money and earnest money of whatever the price of the home was. So if it's a $300,000 home, you're looking at $3,000. Now you don't have to do that because it's completely negotiable, but if you really want this house and you want to offer a little bit lower, then you can show your good faith by offering a higher due diligence. Now, the one caveat with this is if you go through this house and there's some things that you see that might need repairs, understand that in our offer to purchase contract that we use here in North Carolina, all houses are sold as is. So while you can renegotiate for repairs, your due diligence money is at risk. So you don't want to offer a high due diligence money if the house might, need some repairs, because that's a good way to lose your due diligence money. But if it's a newer house, you're reasonably sure that it looks like you can usually tell that it's been upkept really well, then offer something higher. Okay, and number 3, to get your offer accepted, don't try and do a 60-day close, do a 30-day close, or do a shorter due diligence period. That doesn't cost you any money, really. As long as you think you can get your loan done in time and your inspections done in time, tighten up those dates. Sellers usually want to sell, and they might come back and say, hey, we can't do that, but could we do this because we're trying to buy a house or whatever. Just be flexible. Being flexible is really good, and it's a really good negotiation tactic too. You might think it's not, but it really is, because when you're flexible, people will give you more, right? So those are my 3 tips for getting your offer accepted. And if you want more tips, you can always reach out to me, Maureen, broker owner of Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And I would be happy to help you purchase your first, second, or third home here in North Carolina in the Charlotte area. So nobody sells Charlotte like we do. Have a great day, Charlotte. Bye.